are indicated by the blue color box, and the opening and closing are represented by black color box. So you can see that the yesterday's market opening is lower than the previous day's close, and also it is equivalent to the previous day's low, and we expected the market to continue its selling, having this 425 to 426 as a major key zone, because if you can go back to our previous presentation, you can see that on Monday, from Monday we are targeting this zone at 425 and 426, and on yesterday, day before yesterday, we were targeting this 428 zone, and on the previous week also we were targeting this 428 zone. So you may know the importance of these zones. So what we expected is that there is this zone 25 to 26 is going to be the key, and market can stay in selling till 28. That is what our expectation yesterday based upon the trend, because the trend is very clear, because on the previous day you can see there was a huge drop from 428. It was a huge drop, so we expected the trend to continue. So let us see what happened after that. After the price opening around this zone, you can see that there was some selling initially, but after that the market gave some bounce back. You can very well notice that after that the market has given some bounce back, and this 422 is going to be the key zone, because you may know the importance of 422, because we have explained it very clearly that so many times after hitting market of 422, the market has reversed and it has gone to 449 and 446. So always this 422 and 426, 428, these are the numbers which are pushing the market higher. In copper market, particularly in copper, if you can go back to the histories of chart in various contracts, not only in particular contract, in whatever contract you can see, so these numbers are going to be a key role. So we have marked this 422 as a support zone. So let us see whether this 422 is providing a support, because after a drop initially, you can see there was some consistent buying. You can see the trend, intraday trend, you can see that there was some consistent buying, but it is taking some support around 422. Let us see whether the market has got the potential to enter into that. Let us see. So after taking a support, you can see the market just showed a bounce back. After taking the support around 422, it is trying to bounce back, but it is staying well within the trend, but a failure to sustain this zone pushed the market down, and again it came down and tested the previous low. You can see that after coming down, you can see the market failed to break this 425, because it has provided some resistance earlier itself. So in order after a failure, that the market came down and tested the low which was created in the earlier session. So from that the market again tried to see now this 422 is providing some resistance for copper market. Whenever the price was staying below a major zone, it is providing some resistance for copper market. Whether we'll have to see that what happened after that. So there was a bit of consolidation that happened around 422, because the market was just trying to get some trend in around 422, but at last it was a failure, so the market came down. You can see this 422 clearly provided resistance, and the market completely stayed with the trend and created a low of around 418.6. So from that the market again just showed some bounce back, and it was consolidating during the closing session, and it just closed around 420.25. You can see this black color box that indicates the price closing. So when we see the total price movement, let us compare the open, high, low and close. The closing is just below the previous days, that is the opening. This 422 market opened around 422 and the market closed around 420, which indicates the market continued that trend. So yesterday was dominated by the sellers, and also when you see the high, just the high was around 423.6, and with the high is just within you can see that the previous day's high is around 428, and yesterday high was around 423.6, but the low, it has created a new low of 418.6. So yesterday's low is around 422, so it has created a new low, which indicates that the market was completely dominated by the sellers, and also it stayed completely within the average, short-term average, which we are following, and the market just continued its sell trend. So what we can do today is that because it is the end of our week today, because always we consider Monday to Friday as a single day, and we go with the target with certain money management techniques. So if you are a client or if you are continuously following our presentations, you can very well go back to our blog website www.onlinecommoditytradingmcx.com, and you can see all our archives there, videos, more than 600 videos are there. So you can very well see that we are targeting all these presentations are based on particular targets and tutorials. So today what we can do is that today we are expecting copper to open more or less around 420 to 421. So this is the zone where we are expecting copper to open, and after a huge drop, or normally what we can expect is since it is end of the week, we need to prepare after making some good profit, because you can notice that for the 2 days after a long consolidation in copper market, we have gained some profit, and it is our duty to prepare ourselves for the next week and also to protect the profit which we have earned. So what we can do today is today also we can expect copper to continue its downtrend, because as a follower and clients, you may know that we don't bet against the trend. So we always go with the trend even if there is any drop, or even though we expect some pullback in copper market, but we always go with the trend, and we need some confirmation to make a trading decision against the trend or with the trend. Because if you are taking any trading decision, we should check that what are the decisions which is influenced to take a call, whether it's a buy or sell call. So what we can do is that for today we can expect copper to continue its downtrend. Having said that, if you have made sufficient profit, just wait for an opportunity, wait for the market to bounce back till 422, or wait for the market to enter into the zone of 425 and 426, which is a very key decision zone. All depends upon how much funds you are having. If you have sufficient funds, and if you can go ahead with the trend, it is well advised, but wait for the market just to enter into the key decision zones, and thus we can enter the trade, because there will be always a consolidation. Copper, if you see the copper price patterns, after a drop it consolidate, and it will provide you a good opportunity to take a trading decision. It is not going to be a very straight away drop in copper market, because copper is a commodity which goes slowly and steadily. So what we can expect is that today, as a closing end of the week, we can expect the market to show some bounce back to particular key zones like 422, 425, 426, and wait for the market to enter into the zones and then make a trading call. So go with the trend. Unless until we get a price closing above 426, we cannot confirm that the copper can move higher. This is also based upon the rupee value. Also, rupee is playing a key role today in fixing commodity prices. So it also depends upon the rupee value. So follow a very disciplined money management technique. Don't go for maximum exposures, since the copper has dropped a lot, right from 449 it is dropping. But in Indian market, since the rupee is staying around 56, above 56, so that is keeping the price split above 400 and 419. Else it should be around 414 or 412. So that is taking into consideration. Use your exposure properly, prepare yourself for the next week. If you have made sufficient profit, just wait for the market to consolidate or enter into the key zones and then make a trading call. If you have made one day sufficient profit, you can wait for the market to enter into the key resistance zones, and then you can make a trading call. Unless until the copper close above 426, there are very few chances that we cannot confirm that the price can go for a buying. Till then it can go for a selling. And if you are if you want to take, you can test the market with mini contracts also. So if you are you can test the market with mini contracts, since so that you can prepare for the next week. Today we are expecting copper to stay in downtrend. So all depends upon how much funds you have in a trading account. Wait for the market to enter into the key decision zones, and the expected zones are 416, and if the trend continues, we can also expect 412. If the trend continues, it is good, because from 422, whenever the price has broken this 416, we have seen market easily test this 412. So that is the potential in copper market if the trend continues. But wait for the market to enter into key zones and then go for selling. So let us see what's going to happen during our trading session. And also today evening you have some major news coming around 6 and 7:30 p.m. From the US markets. So please follow the news. 7:30 you have manufacturing index, so that is quite important in copper market. So in the evening session we can see some volatility. So let all depends upon, don't bet against the trend. That is our sincere advice for you. So let us see what's going to happen, because it is a normal tendency whenever the copper is dropping more than 10 points. It is a quite normal tendency for all the traders to bet against the trend. But that is not the trading practice which we are following, and that is not a good trading also. So let us see what's going to happen during our trading session. Thanks a lot for watching our videos and all your supports. Happy trading. Take care. Bye.